Welcome back to the channel. My name's Ethan. In today's episode of Dusted at 4x4, I'm going to be installing all the fuel lines into the FJ45, as well as the driver's seat, the passenger seat, installing the fuel sender into the fuel tank, and much more. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing and leaving a like below. With that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. I just cleaned up my fuel sender and installed it into the tank. I also made sure that it was lined up in the same spot by looking at old photos I have. It just has those 5 little bolts, so it's pretty easy to install. I also have the rear wiring loom here, and I believe this is the wire that goes to the fuel sender. There's a few other plugs I need to figure out where they go, but most of them are labelled, so it should be pretty easy. Now I'm going to clean up the coolant bottle with some more of that AquaClean stuff, as well as reconnect the fuel lines down there. Okay, so I tried to time-lapse this, but my iPad was being a bit funny and decided to go flat. But I now have the top radiator hose on and the one that joins the water pump to the top of the water pump, as you can see here. I was also using this hose clamp to try and put that top hose on, but as you can see here, it's pretty stripped out, so I'm just going to buy a new one instead. Okay, so this is the piece that joins up the bottom radiator hose with the one that connects up to the water pump. And as you can see, it is super rusty and it is all rusted out on the inside as well. So I'm going to have to buy a new one of these online. Okay, so I've got the coolant bottle installed now. I just cleaned that up with some of the AquaClean stuff over there. It actually works really well. It's from KBS. I just put it in here and brushed it all over it and washed it off with water like you're supposed to, and it came up actually way better than I thought. I don't know how well you can see that, the light's not real great in here, but it came up way nicer than it was. It was filthy before, full of gunk, and now it's actually pretty clean. As well as I've now installed the driver's seat. If you have a look in the cab here, I've installed the driver's seat and the fuel tank's all strapped in, as well as the fuel filler neck's in. I'm not sure if I've already shown you that or not, but that's all in. I painted up the frame under the seat, but I didn't paint up the actual slides that the seats slide up and down on, purely because this seat probably won't be staying in the car for real long. I'm probably going to get like an SAAS seat or something and put it in here instead, just to try and make a bit more room, but I'm not sure how that's going to work out. As well as, if you have a look on the transfer case shifter, whatever you call it there, I re-glued that little cap onto the top. I had to come off, so I just used some like 2-part epoxy and mixed that up and glued that on, so hopefully that stays on, but I'm not real confident with it. As well as, I was looking down here and I've actually found a little hole and a little bit of a crack in the frame, but I should be able to just weld it up pretty easily, and it doesn't seem to be affecting anything structurally. I've been doing a little bit of wiring. Over here I've been trying to run the wires to the gearbox and thing. It's really hard to get a view of it, but I got the fuel sender all plugged in as well. The cables run up there through the floor. Okay, so now I've finished installing all the fuel lines. As you can see down here, these ones are all connected up. As well as I have now installed the passenger seat. They come up looking pretty nice. I might need to buy some seat covers because the seats don't match, and if you look closely on the seats, it's slightly starting to split apart on the bottom section of this bench seat along there. But other than that, the seat's in pretty good condition. That's all for this episode, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to go down below and subscribe and like the video for more. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.